Hello and welcome to our final instalment of Ecclesiastes for this week. We're on chapter 5. We've been looking at this book because it is the one of the two books that we're going to be looking at for our Bible book group this month. We'll be meeting on the 6th of August and we'll be looking at the book of Ecclesiastes and the book of the Song of Songs, the Song of Solomon. And we are quite enjoying reading Ecclesiastes. I think the thing I like about it is its realism and the way that it looks at life and says, life is not easy, and the difference we make is only minimal, really. Less than minimal is what he's saying, really. And life, to get a good life can be like chasing the wind, because you're chasing for something which actually is ultimately worthless to you, because you seek to get riches, you seek to get wealth, you seek to get wisdom, and ultimately you die, he says, and it goes to other people and you don't get the benefit of it. So the person who's writing this is saying you need to enjoy life as it passes by. You need to enjoy the good things that are there, and that's what he's been saying. And better to know God within that, and to recognize God's vision over all of life. Then you see life differently and see the goodness in it, with your eyes open to the futility of our part in making a difference in it. It's been quite a journey so far. We're going to do chapter 5 today. I'm reading from the Contemporary English version, and this is what Ecclesiastes chapter 5 has to say. Be careful what you do when you enter the house of God. Some fools go there to offer sacrifices even though they haven't sinned, but it's best just to listen when you go to worship. Don't talk before you think, or make promises to God without thinking them through. God is in heaven and you are on earth, so don't talk too much. If you keep thinking about something, you will dream about it. If you talk too much, you will say the wrong thing. God doesn't like fools, so don't be slow to keep your promises to God. It's better not to make a promise at all than to make one and not keep it. Don't let your mouth get you into trouble, and don't say to the worship leader, I didn't mean what I said. God can destroy everything you have worked for, so don't say something that makes God angry. Respect and obey God. Daydreaming leads to a lot of senseless talk. Don't be surprised if the poor of your country are abused and injustice takes the place of justice. After all, the lower officials must do what the higher ones order them to do, and since the king is the highest official, he benefits most from the taxes paid on the land. If you love money and wealth, you will never be satisfied with what you have. This doesn't make sense either. The more you have, the more everyone expects from you. Your money won't do you any good. Others will just spend it for you. If you have to work hard for a living, you can rest well at night, even if you don't have much to eat. But if you are rich, you can't even sleep. I have seen something terribly unfair. People get rich, but it does them no good. Suddenly they lose everything in a bad business deal, then have nothing to leave for their children. They came into this world naked, and when they die they will be just as naked. They can't take anything with them, and they won't have anything to show for all their work. That's terribly unfair. They leave the world just as they came into it. They gain nothing from running after the wind. Besides all this, they are always gloomy at meal times, and they are troubled, sick, and bitter. What is the best thing to do in the short life that God has given us? I think we should enjoy eating, drinking, and working hard. This is what God intends for us to do. Suppose you are very rich and able to enjoy everything you own, then go ahead and enjoy working hard. This is God's gift to you. God will keep you so happy that you won't have time to worry about each day. So, again, this thing about the way that whatever we do, anything we gain, we can't take it with us when we go. That's what it says. There are no rich people in the graveyard is a great saying that I heard, because ultimately you can't take it with you. And, everybody, whether they are rich or poor, when they die and they go. And that is, they are not on the world anymore to enjoy the riches that they have. But I love the way that it says, Have a deep relationship with God. This is really important. No matter about the futility of our earthly yearnings, yearn for God, and don't just talk at Him, but rejoice in being with Him. I just love this, and the way that it highlights. Don't just kind of go and make your relationship with God work, but just enjoy it. Just enjoy being with God, and realizing that when you do that, you are with the one who sees over this great picture of all time. I mean, that is a really beautiful, beautiful passage. And the way that we strive after all sorts of things that are completely futile, really, but we miss often our relationship with God, and that is the most important thing that we can enjoy and do and rejoice in. And life is unfair, but one of the great things is that in the unfairness of life, we can still have a relationship with God. Really do like that. That is something really, really lovely to read, and really important to read. And yeah, I'm enjoying this book. It's good. So have a good week and enjoy the rest of the time that you've got today, and enjoy Saturday and Sunday. I hope that there are good things that you can enjoy. And on Sunday, enjoy worshipping God. If you're able to come to our churches or to the churches that you go to, just go and enjoy being with God. Rejoice in the presence of God in worship, and enjoy that. And then join me again on Monday morning when we'll come to chapter 6, our halfway point in this book of Ecclesiastes. Have a good day. All the very best. God bless. Bye-bye.